Hey guys, Brown's thoughts here off the Mike Sports Network. So I did an initial reaction to Myles Garrett staying with the Cleveland Browns on a historic contract, 100, I think it was 123.5 million dollars fully guaranteed. Uh, that's added on in new money. It's $40 million a year. He is with the Browns until 2030. So the one thing that was really weird for me to see in the aftermath of this is because so many people turned on Myles Garrett. Not this guy right here, not me. I didn't turn on him. I was fully supportive. I wanted the Browns to give him what he wanted, and that was trade in. And yes, is this kind of like a sellout move? Yeah, you took the money and you ran, sure. But there's so many people on the internet, Browns fans, who are either walking back their previous opinions or saying Myles Garrett owes us an apology. Look, I'm here to tell you, Myles Garrett don't owe you shit. Okay, he's back with the Cleveland Browns. He tried to do a maneuver that a lot of people do. This is a business. And I fully saw it from Myles Garrett's perspective. This guy came into the NFL in 2017 on one of the worst teams in football, went 1-31 to start his career, helped this team win a playoff game that hadn't happened in this generation of Cleveland Browns football, since post 1999. He had done all of that. They changed quarterbacks because he saw that Baker Mayfield was kind of tapped out. And yes, have we been kind of wrong about Baker Mayfield? Sure. But who's to say that he would have done that in Cleveland had he not gone through a little bit of soul searching? And the Browns and their front office, they made a bad decision. And they're feeling the effects of that. So what I don't understand is why everybody, even when Jimmy Haslam wouldn't meet with him earlier this week, when that was reported, oh, we're humbling him. We're humbling him. Okay, first of all, they just caved in and gave him money because they were doing all they can to keep him because, hey, the Browns want to keep this guy, and who wouldn't want to keep this guy? This guy's one of the great defensive players of this generation. Like I said it on my previous video, if he continues on the trajectory that he has been on, specifically in the last few years, he could be remembered in the same territory as Jim Brown to put on the Browns uniform. I am not exaggerating when I'm saying that. Like Jim Brown is in a pantheon and is in a different stratosphere when it comes to Browns football. Joe Thomas is like right around there too, considering the longevity and what he did. He never really won anything, but Joe Thomas is a legend. Myles Garrett has a chance to do that too now. And for all of you fans who wanted to turn on him when he made that request in late January, early February to now, here we are as recording this on March 9th. Here we are. He's with the Browns with a no trade clause for the next 5 years. Okay? Stop whining. He does not owe you a damn thing. He does not owe you an apology. He does not owe you anything. He went back to the team that you love. So shut the fuck up, grow up, and understand that this is a business. This is a business. I was never mad at Myles Garrett for wanting better. And do I think or know what's going to happen in the next 5 years? I don't know, okay? I thought, honestly, the best path forward was to not pay him and trade him, but also understanding that there were going to be salary cap ramifications. So getting him under contract, getting it out in front of teams like Cincinnati or Dallas and paying their premium pass rushers and getting this guy to commit to you. That's the big thing, to commit to you. Granted, it was money that really sold this thing. But if I know one thing about Myles Garrett, he is not going to check out, okay? That guy is going to try his best to do what he can. He got paid, and there was a price tag for him, but he is going to be committed to winning in Cleveland, okay? So anybody who wants to walk back their opinion about how this guy betrayed all of us and he turned his back on us, he did it in about the most dignified way possible. Like he wrote a statement. He did everything publicly. Yeah, was it a little bit over the top? Sure. But this is a business above anything in the NFL. Yes, there is some level of loyalty, but also it's about money. It's about making money and it's about making your own legacy. And Myles Garrett, for whatever reason, didn't see a path forward to that in Cleveland. Now, through evaluating certain things and exhausting all options, and then the Browns throw this offer, of course he's going to sign it. So if you're still mad about this whole situation and you're expecting an apology from Myles Garrett for the trade request that he made in doing what his job is as a player to look out for his own best interest, you're not going to get it. You are not going to get it. Myles Garrett does not owe anybody shit, okay? If anything, you guys should be thanking Myles Garrett because now he is with your team and you gave him a no trade clause. So here's hoping that this situation kind of repairs itself and we don't get back to a situation where we have to trade him to the point of he gets to pick his destination and the Browns don't have the leverage. Because that's the problem that we look at right now. Myles Garrett now holds all the cards. He got what he wanted. He got the money. He got the control. So it's on the Browns now to fix this situation that was damaged significantly by the trade that they made just about 3 years ago and the subsequent contract with Deshaun Watson. Because that's the reason why we're in the situation we are at right now. The Browns were in a really good place in 2020, 2021. They had made a playoffs a couple of years prior. They had won a playoff game. They had a bad season. Their quarterback was hurt, and they needed to find a quarterback, and they felt that they were close. And then they went into a race where a bunch of other teams were going into it, and they did something insane, and they paid for it. So, again, I will say it that I've always supported Myles Garrett, and this whole notion that like he owed the Browns for the way that they supported him after that helmet incident in 2019. He had a weak moment, guys, and we still don't know the full story behind that. But this whole trade request and like how public it got and how messy it got, um, you know, if you're still offended by that as a Browns fan after he just signed up with you for another 5 seasons, grow up. Grow up. This is a business, okay? All right. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. More Browns thoughts coming because it's probably going to be a loaded offseason. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.